guys, we are back in the shop today, and hopefully we can just bang out these projects right away. This episode is going to be mostly focusing on the small controls along the chopper. The chopper frame, as far as I'm concerned, is done. Or just a few little tiny things. It's not going to waste my time on camera for that. Right now I want to mostly focus on some of the controls, some of the mounts, and my exhaust. So obviously top motor mount, I want everything, like I said, everything's been tacked into place. Actually, I want to run some good beads across that. Same thing with my foot clutch. It's all tacked in, and I actually want to run my stick welder through it, so it's actually extra strong. Because you see some of these welds here, it was pretty cool, so I didn't get the best penetration. So I'll just grind this flat and just run over with some 7018. And also, I just took that out by accident. Oh well. And also, notice how all this is pretty blocky. I don't really want that per se, so I'm just going to try find a way to make some nice radiuses, kind of clean up all the edges, make everything smooth, not too, you know, white trashy. Makes it look like I actually put some effort into this, as I like to do. So going to disassemble this bad boy. I might just say that one for last, just because I gotta take out the generator and get that fired up. And same thing with my foot control, or not my foot control, my brake pedal with the 40mm artillery shell at the pedal. So I gotta disassemble that. The chain itself is good. Everything's TIG welded into place. It's just at the junction point, right up here. Like I said, I just TIG'd it into place, just tacked it into place. So same thing, I'm probably gonna be confident enough just to run the MIG over this and this. And yeah, just make sure everything's nice and clean and get ready for some of these parts to get plated, because like I said, most of the stuff is going to get either chromed or brassed. So my game plan, if it's attached to the frame, it's going to be brass. If it's attached to the engine, it's going to be chrome. So we're just going to start making these things look somewhat pretty, and we'll get back to you. Okay y'all, so we're going to start with our top mortar mount here. As you can see, some of the welds here are tremendous. So I'm just going to separate the two and lay them all out for you, and once you get it laid out, we're going to bust out the welder and start laying the beads. And let's see if we can do this. And there we go, it's all completely disassembled. Top mortar mount, bracket for the ignition coil, main bolt, all the spacers. I just threw it out. There we go. So we're going to get all these off to the side, get this up in the vise, and we're going to start laying some proper beads. I might even take the torch and preheat some of this just so we can have a deeper penetration. Alright, let's get on the vise. Alright, y'all. Did a quick little patch with the wire brush, and then we're going to start laying some beads, hopefully. Couldn't find the torch to preheat this, so I'm going to have to be a little slower with my pass. Yeah, that wire fitting is going some fierce off. Don't know why it's doing that to me. Well, I actually finally got that laid down. Wire brush. There she is. That looks better. Yeah. Now it's got to get the sides and then maybe flip it around and get the back side. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know why that shit was fucking not winding around proper. Oh yeah, have it tilted towards me. That's gonna be nicer. Alright, save her a lot of time. Make sure she's completely grounded right on the source. There's still a little bit of powder coat left over from factory, so just gotta work around that. Okay. No, I don't like that position. I'm gonna take my time and make sure I get in the position I like it in. That looks gorgeous. This is why you wear a respirator. Just looking down at these welds. These actually look decent. Yeah, those welds actually look pretty decent. So like I said, I got the rosette welds on the back side. I got all four sides connected. This is going to connect to the engine. That part is going to connect to the top motor mount bracket. Like I said, but let's get the easy one done and over with so we can get that boxed up and ready to ship off. Alright, so here the next easy thing to tackle will just be my foot clutch. Like I said, I'm just going to hit this with the wire wheel, swap over to a flap disc, get rid of, knock down a lot of these sharp edges, give it a nice little radius. And then I'm going to bust out also kind of grind down some of these shittier MIG welds. And it's going to run over this with some sticks. So I'm going to drag the generator outside, get that generator started up, get you guys back on the time lapse, and hopefully get to knock out one more part for the box. Alright y'all, so we got ourselves the generator going at the Coleman, I believe, the 3500. And I'm just going to run my passes right now, get you guys on time lapse, enjoy. Let's knock out one more piece. Alright, so I had a few naughty rods, but I was able to get out the good ones. Was able to go cap over some decent welds, but completely ran over near the front half where the bolts would go into the frame. And with a few really good passes, now I feel a lot more confident to actually put my feet on, shift, and brake. Speaking of brakes, that's going to be in the next bracket. Alright, come on, we gotta get it going, we gotta get it going. If you're liking this speed, you're liking this tempo, you're liking this pace, like, comment, subscribe. Put any kind of comments down in the description. Negativity, positivity, don't matter to me. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Okay, y'all. I'm not sure if you can see this fully, but as you can see, I'm just going to go for a very basic radius. Just kind of get rid of some of this blockiness because I don't want all that sticking out. Make it look a little more neater, more intentional. So I was going to make a whole bunch of relief cuts, come on down, and then hit with the flap disc, smooth it out, get some nice radius on both sides. Bust out the MIG welder again, just fill in the last few little welds here. Clean up this side a little bit. This side looks pretty good. Like I said, just clean up here and make sure my brake post here doesn't snap off because it's only tacked in 3 places. So a little bit of welding there, a little bit of welding there, some cutting, and we should be essentially done with this plate for my brakes. So let's get it cut off. Okay, so let's get some light over here a little bit. There you go. So I went over everything with the welds. Everything's secure, everything's bulletproof, the tacks are complete, everything's capped. I just hit everything with the wire brush and a flap disc. I'm gonna let the platers deal with the rest. I know there's gonna be some junctions here that won't look too sexy like that fuck up. Anyway, let's hold that under my hand, still toasty. Yeah, some welds like that, like I said, I gotta show you guys my fucking effort there, alright? I don't have any bits that can actually get in there and clean up those welds, so unfortunately, when this gets plated, that is going to be visible, but luckily, It's going to be bolted down. I've got my foot controls there. I've got my clutch there. It's on the underside, unlike this side, which is I've done with a stick welder. It actually looks pretty damn good. Just a little off-centered, but that's a solid weld. So I know the welds are structurally sound. Like I say, she may be ugly, but she'll fuck. And right now, fucking is the most important fucking thing to do right now. So next up, now that I've got my brakes, clutch, and engine mount, I got those 3 projects done. Next up, let's change your angle. Yeah, is my exhaust. So I'm gonna get through all my welding equipment to get to the exhaust and get to working on that. And I think I'll probably conclude the episode with that exhaust, because I still have a few things over there on that table I want to make a video on. And you better hit that notification bell, ding ding ding, so you know when I get to that, which is going to be the episode after this, obviously. Anyways, let's get that exhaust pipes in the vise. Okay, so I know there's going to be some professionals out there who's going to be laughing at my shitty exhaust job, but keep in mind, this is my very first exhaust I ever built. In true chopper fashion, it's completely built by recycled parts. I got exhaust pipe from a Dyna, I got exhaust pipe from my Softail, I got exhaust pipe from miscellaneous other pipe from the 103 I had, the Road Glide. And also these are, these I didn't make the fishtails, but I did make the Y junction and the 2-into-1 junction. So I have no idea how this is going to sound. I hope it's going to sound radical, and I'm hoping, and any exhaust know-hows can confirm or deny, so leave that in the comment. If I were to, since I am putting this 2-into-1 and back out into 2, would this junction here to here help create a little more back pressure for more horsepower? Because usually when people want more horsepower, they go in 2-into-1 for performance. So am I going to still get a little bit of performance out of this? I'm not feeling the speedometer, so I have no idea. Just for you guys to write in the comment section. But let's get in a little detail. Let's go over with... Oh god, that's disgusting. Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing here at all. So I'm gonna hit all this with the wire wheel. I have a second junction that goes into the rear cylinder. I gotta hunt that down. It should be over there somewhere. I'll get to that, but I want to tackle this. Get the big boy out of the way, and then I can work on the inlet here. Which again, for a first exhaust job, not knowing what the hell I'm doing, and I really wish I had a lot more of this on video, but those are my early years in the build, so I had no idea what I was doing. But yeah, let's just get the wire wheel out and focus on where the welds are. Grind them down relatively smooth, and if there's any gaps, I'll well, quickly Zeus them back together and not hopefully blow more holes in it. Because once I'm done with the exhaust, this is essentially the last thing I really need to work on that is going to get plated. My wiring box and tins, gas tank, I'm doing the paint on that. I'm doing the paint job there. So the exhaust, the bracket, so this is going to get chrome, the bracket's going to get brassed. The engine mount, I want you guys also write in the description, should that engine mount be chrome or brass? Leave in the comment down in the description. Whoever votes most for A or B, that's what I'll do. Come on, let's get some confidence down there. Let's go. Alright, so now that we got the weld junctions cleaned off so I can see exactly what I'm doing, I'm going to take a huge flap disc. The good thing about holding on to these flap discs, even though, like I said, they're used, they're like a more fine grit, so you're less likely to dig in too much. You're literally just, it's a little more accurate, I guess you can say. you can just you add a little extra pressure, and you're not too worried about it just digging in, gouging out any metal, even though it is a flop disc. So we're going to get this on the end grinder, get you guys back on time lapse, and try smoothing out these welds and seeing where I need to patch up and definitely correct. Hey guys, so I tried making this part already, but I forgot to hit record. So as you can see, I was able to flop this a lot of that ugly gunk away, and able to explode right down at the where the rear pipe meets the front. It's not fully sealed there, so I'm gonna have to make some welds going along the backside here, and I'm going to use some weld to fill in some crevices, not necessarily to add structure, but give me some meat to kind of grind down, so it makes for a better radius and a better connection without it looking like, you know, sandpaper and a bunch of worms lying along the side. So I'm gonna get the welder all set up. I'm just gonna start laying my beads. I'll show you what the weld looked like after I'm done with them, because I'm trying to get shit done and it's getting late, so I gotta get going. So I'll get back to you once the welds are done on the front end. Now, why can I be laying welds like that? Like I said, I just added just some more weld, just so you see that transition up in there. I can still get a flap disc in there and kind of give that a nice radius, so actually it looks somewhat decent. And all I have to do is just run that flap disc down, since I got the extra meat down the middle there. I can grind it right down till it all looks uniform. And I was able to go all the way around there, all the way around there. So the part that is the most tricky, part one, is done. Like I said, I'm just going to take the flap disc, clean right down the bare metal again, make it look good, and then re-tackle this. And I know this whole project will be easier if I just take off the fish tails, but I'm just too lazy to get the wrench. I might as well do it the hard way and just work around it. Alright, so now that you saw those welds, like I said, I keep everything in the channel 100%. And like I said, I never went to school to be a welder, so for someone who's self-taught, not bad. Alright, so again, thank you for everyone who's been watching. I'm not done yet. I just want to say, for anyone who's been subscribed, thank you very much. Who stayed tuned for this long in the video, thank you very much. And if you want to go the extra mile, head to my Teespring. Down, the link is down in the description. Pick up a t-shirt, pick up a hoodie, pick up some stickers, a mug, whatever suits your fancy. All proceeds go straight to this channel for the builds, and who knows, even a full-on shop. So I hope I can rely on your support, and hit that like button, share this video, get the Hard Knocks community out there. Let's build something together. Let's go. Oh, okay, I think I'll call that for tonight. We had quite a few bangers. Like I said, next episode I'll be tackling the license plate bracket, rear fender, and the gas tank. I still gotta seal that son of a bitch up, and make sure the sight glass is clear, and maybe try ordering some that inner coating for the gas tank, or I might just wait till after my paint job, which are coming first. I'm in Canada right now. The whole postage strike is kind of putting a damper in a lot of things at the moment, so let's take this on. It's gonna be a little toasty, but fuck it. Woo! That's right. We got ourselves a 2 into 1, 1 into 2. Now to clean up, and any kind of little minor imperfection, I'm probably just going to take out the TIG and fill it up with some TIG rod, just clean it up just a little bit more. But right now, from what it used to look like, it is a huge improvement, so I'm really proud of that, and I'm really happy that part is done. So like I said, I just gotta hunt down the rear cylinder pipe, and that's just gonna be easy because it was just literally just 2 bends, and that'll be a lot faster to clean up and do the details on that. So again, I want to thank everyone who's been watching, everyone who stayed to the end. Feel free to help the channel out by hitting, again, that like and subscribe button. That does wonders for the channel. That helps boost the algorithm. That gets my name out there. That gets my brother's channel name out there. Hillbilly Creations. I'm always going to give him a shout out every chance I get. And for anyone, again, who wants to go above and beyond and help us grow our brands, grow our channels, hit our merch store down below. I don't actually have the affiliate link through YouTube, but I will always list it in the comment section down below. Not comment section, description. So always go down the description, and that's where you can follow me both on Instagram, and that's where my merch line is. I really appreciate all your support so far. Keep it up so I can keep it up. Alright? Cheers.